Well, welcome into a very exciting episode of The Scene. I'm your host, Bubba Startz, and with me today is the founder and CEO of the Pawnd'r app, Payton Walker. Welcome to the show, Payton.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
I am blessed to have you here. You're a mutual friend of our good friend Kayla Kay, and you said you watched our episode, so I appreciate you watching. But we're here to talk a little bit about your project today. So before we get into that, why don't you go ahead and yeah, give us a little bit of who you are and what it is you do.
All right. Well, my name is Payton Walker. Thank you for the introduction. I am the CEO and founder of the newest app on the App Store, Pawnd'r. I'm 26 years old, have completely went from being a veterinary in veterinary school to deciding that's not what I wanted to do, and rescuing animals is the passion, it's the goal, saving the world is our mission. I stream on social media as a Future President 100 is my title on there, and basically just connecting world changers all over the world. Either you're an animal lover or you're a world changer, and that's the community that I have built so far.
I love it. That's awesome. I think you're our
Yeah.
first real streamer that we've had on the show. So you grab that title and hang on to it. It's another one of those paycheck list titles, as we were talking about. And for people out there, Pawnd'r is Pawndr.
Correct.
Tell us more about the app.
Yeah, so we are a free app, I'll put that out there, that connects animal shelters to people that are looking to adopt. And so we are the middleman between you finding your forever furry friend and bringing them into your home. We want you to adopt from shelters. There's so many animals in need, and we only work with no-kill shelters. So you know that the people that you are connecting with through Pawnd'r are good, wholesome, animal-loving people. And so not only do we help animals find homes, but we also have pet profiles for current pet owners where if your pet ever gets lost, you can post it to the app and it'll alert your community and say, hey, bring them back to me and my address instead of the shelter. And that helps shelters focus on animals that are in need instead of the animals that already have homes.
Interesting. So, how did you come about? I mean, obviously, the first thing that you need to do is to build a network of shelters. Obviously, you mentioned veterinary school, but it's difficult to build networks like that. I would know. So, what kind of obviously the inspiration is animal loving, but what started the hey, I'm going to start finding all these shelters and bringing them under one umbrella?
I just, well, I'm a people person. I love animals. Yes, that's true, but I am a people person. I love connecting with people, especially good, wholesome people. And you can find that in the animal community. And people really know the love and the passion that comes with, owning your own animal and trying to find these homes and stuff. And so for me, it was I'm good at networking, I'm good at people. I can connect easily, and if I can use my talent to help others, then I can create an entirely different category of pet rescue. And so there are other apps out there, but none are like Pawnd'r. We only work with shelters. Our whole mission is to just help people with the love of animals. And so it's been a journey, but it's so rewarding, and it's the people we've met along the way is just so easy. Shelters are so willing to just be like, "Oh yeah, I'll sign up." Absolutely. So it's really cool.
Right. Well, because they're already doing so much caring for the animals that are there, they don't have the time to run an app on the side or to run a Facebook page to get it out about all these animals that they're trying. Like, it's a full-time job just trying to care for the animals that are in the shelters. We know these shelters are always full. If we had
Mhm.
one in Tyndall, it would be full as well. Instead, all the cats are in my backyard. Um, so I understand the need was there, and I just love
Mhm.
that you took initiative and said, "Hey, I'm good at this. I'm good at connecting people. How do I take this to the next level?" What's it like designing an app to do that?
It is a process. I will tell you that if, somebody out there is like, I've been thinking about developing an app, you should look into it for sure. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. But basically, I had to find a developer, and because I can't code myself, and I'm learning more and more as I'm working with my team. But when I first started in 2020, I was young, naive, and just ready to launch. I wanted to get this together. I wanted
Eager.
to help. I was eager. Yes, yeah, thank you. And actually ended up getting scammed for 8 grand.
Ooh,
So,
that
so that
hurts when
was
you're 21.
yeah, that was rough. That was rough. And it took me about 10 minutes of just straight crying. And I was like, if I'm gonna let one thing stop me from achieving my dreams, then I'm not meant to run this entire company. And I kept pushing. And so I ended up finding a program or a company in Utah called Outcode Software, and they are wonderful. I'm still working with them. We've been working together for about 2 years. I have my own team of developers, and basically I hold the reins and they tell me, what would make it better or what they see in their analytics and their apps that have already been designed. And so I just had to put together the my ideas in my head, put it on paper, and send it off to them, and they made it a reality.
That's incredible. It's definitely something that we've thought about with the scene projects because we're all about connecting as well. And obviously, we're all on our phones all the time. And while the social giants have given us an audience out there in the world a little bit, it's very hard to communicate with people that way, right? It's really difficult to try and make sure that the people that you want to see your stuff on Facebook actually see it, even more so on other apps, right? So it's awesome that you were able to find a team, and I'm sorry that you had to go through some tribulations, but that is life, is it not?
It is. It really is. Yeah, it wouldn't have been, it wouldn't have been this awesome journey and this awesome story without a serious hiccup. So it was a bummer, but we made it through it, and here we are today, and you can download it for free right now. So it's really cool.
Well, and that brings me to my next question then is how do you kind of pay for, obviously recouping your money on the cost of the app is difficult to do and you're not in it for the money anyway, but
Mhm.
are you operating similar to like a nonprofit? Are you your own nonprofit that's operating or with a free app? I'm curious how the business side of it now actually works. The service side of it seems freaking awesome.
Yes, that's a good question. Thank you. Yeah, so my husband and I have funded the app ourselves. So it's 100% paid off. So if you are looking to start an app, it'll cost you pretty close near $50,000. And so keep that in mind if your
Scene
idea is
projects ain't getting
really
no
good.
app anytime soon.
I got a guy, let me know. And so the way that it works is another feature that Pawnd'r has is that we love to advertise for pet related businesses. So a pet related business can create a profile for free, and that gets you on the map. And once you're on the map, you can decide if advertising through Pawnd'r is something that you're interested in. And so for $25 a month, you can advertise on the app. The ads run 24/7, or you can pay $250 for the year. And basically, how Pawnd'r runs is it's just like Tinder, but for animals and animal shelters. And so you put in a filter. So you're looking for a 2-year-old German Shepherd. It will search every shelter in the US, and you will swipe through those German Shepherds. Every 5 swipes is an advertisement. I think it's 5 to 7 swipes is an advertisement. And then you can either pay a subscription to say, I don't really want ads, or you can just keep going and the ads are just as easy to pass. We're not gonna stick you on an ad because we don't want to, I don't pay for Spotify, so I be listening to music and I just gotta tough it out through that Charmin Ultra Strong toilet paper ad. But we don't want you to do that. We want you to be able to swipe and say, I'm not interested in that ad, or say, oh, you know what? I am looking for a veterinarian. Perfect. I just found one through Pawnd'r. And so that's how we generate revenue.
Awesome. So yeah, running an advertising model, but also having the subscription if you don't
Yes.
want to see ads. Okay, so
Yes.
a little bit of recoupment. Obviously, it's a slow process, I'm sure there as well. We hope that this episode brings some awareness to your company and some of
Thank
these
you.
pet companies see what you're doing and you can drive the price up of ads a little bit. I think it's too low. But you're
That's
probably just
yeah.
happy to get anything to nick off that 50 grand that you've invested into it. Just amazing. So talk about so you're a Twitch streamer. I know you're a gamer as well. Do your worlds kind of cross over online where a lot of your followers know about the process? Obviously, I mean, if you're online a lot, people have watched you go through this
Mhm.
journey. Do you have a lot of your, followers of your Twitch streams that are now users of your app?
Yes, it's actually the first people that were downloading the app were obviously friends and family that were close to me, but users all over the world that I have connected with in my video games. And so when you open the app, you can see other pet finders around the world. And, we have people in Belgium, Australia, California, and those are all people that I have connected with through the game. And so it's really cool. I'll do live streams of they have like a just chatting category, and it's literally just me working on CEO stuff. And my viewers love it. They love to see the process of me going through and, what it takes to put the advertisements together and connect and network and things like that. And so I really try to involve my community because I want people to know that if, you can be a world changer. It doesn't matter what age you are, and your dreams are absolutely possible. And so watch me procure my dreams, and I hope I can help you in the future. And that's definitely, everybody definitely feels loved when they are in future presidents servers. So it's cool.
I probably need to start a Twitch stream and start doing that. I spend so much of my time sitting in this chair, just working, designing
Hmm.
flyers or connecting with people, networking, talking on the phone, chatting online, building websites, doing all these things. And to me, I've always thought I'm quite a bit older than you are too. So I didn't grow up in this era of streaming.
Yeah.
I didn't find my life, or at least the behind the scenes part of it, to be that interesting. But listening to you now, you may be changing my mind.
It is. It really is. I mean, even like a time lapse of you putting together a flyer, or you know, people think that that kind of content really isn't going to be engaging. That's all your followers want to see. They want to see, I have Kayla Kay is an artist, and then her cousin, my best friend, his name is Lil Siren, and he will make music, he'll make beats from scratch, and he doesn't post any of that stuff. And I say, post it. People want to see the progress. They want to see, you came up with a word and you decided that's going to be a song. How did you make that song? And that's the exact same thing with building a company. We want to see how you did it and give us advice on how we can further, better ourselves. So it's cool.
And we're kind of starting something similar to that. I guess I am starting, a subscription-based community, the Midwest Original Music Organization. I also have the Midwest Podcasting
Hmm.
Organization that we're getting up off the ground. And it is to bring more on the education side, to definitely show people, but more show people that are interested in learning how to do it themselves, not necessarily in just watching it for entertainment purposes. So you have
Exactly.
inspired me already that I better go set up the Twitch stream and to start
Yeah.
showing people behind the curtain a little bit. And I mean, I'm here all the time, right? I'm
Yeah.
shooting 2 or 3 podcast episodes a day. I'm already on, online and with the camera on, 90 minutes or more all the time. So it's nothing to me to just do that. And I'm sure being consistent
Exactly.
is one of the biggest things in that
Hmm.
is showing up and being there. My problem is that I'm usually not in. I leave the office at 4 o'clock when most people would be starting to kind of tap in for entertainment, right?
Yeah, that is very true. And that's so crucial with, what we do is, that especially with social media out there, it's such a good tool to use. And so it really is cool. And just exactly what you said, you're sitting there anyway. Your community, I can tell you right now, you started a Twitch, your community would draw very fast. I promise you that. Your energy and your kindness, it will spark. It will.
Well, and I forget that the people that are there, right? I'm thinking of my community existing, and not a lot of those people would tap in because it's not really their thing. But the
Hmm.
community of people that are already on Twitch and are engaging with content like that, those are the ones that we're really after. And to change my idea about what Twitch is, because I'm not a streamer, I'm not a gamer.
Hmm.
I haven't spent a lot of time digging into that community, but I will
Hmm.
now. Now I got homework, Payton.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Actually, a lot of people do game on Twitch. That was what it was made for. But the music industry is taking over Twitch rapidly. I mean, that, first when you pull up Twitch and you make your account, and the first things you'll see are people like playing the violin or playing the piano and just talking to their viewers, and it is really cool. So yeah, I will definitely tune in. So
All right. Well, as long as I know you're going to be there, I am jumping on. I am setting up the Twitch. You know what? I think I have the channels, right? I have the accounts set up. I'm invested in so many things, right? My time is going
hmm
so many places. And because I am a bit older, I'll be 39 in a few weeks. Most of my crowd, right, are
hmm
on Facebook, right? That's where I have the followers and I've built up these pages and groups and things. But the engagement there is so crap that
hmm
I've really pulled away from it. And not that I'm looking for somewhere else to put my time, but we're definitely looking into pull in new people to what we're doing and to keep growing this
hmm
beautiful thing that we've built.
Absolutely. Yes. And that's another cool thing about Twitch is when you record a video, it saves to the platform and you can take that content and spread it out on all social media platforms. And so making clips on Instagram and stuff like that. And so but it is really cool and you're doing something really special. So I would encourage it for sure.
All right. Well, you've convinced me. Payton, why don't you go ahead and plug everything before you go? Make sure people know where to find you and connect with you, and I'll let you get out of here.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Payton Walker on Facebook. You can just search up PAWNDR Pawnd'r or come directly to me. Future President 100. If you are on any social medias, we have those are my two different accounts, Pawnd'r and Future President. And so if you have any questions or anything, or you're having trouble with the app, which you won't, because that's why I designed it. But if you do, feel free to come and talk to me. Otherwise, we have more information at www.ponderapp.info, and that is www.ponderapp.info. So thank you guys so much for having me on, and I cannot wait to see this live on the
Yeah, well, I'm
air.
gonna turn it around quick as soon as I get that Twitch stream up. So, Payton Walker, thanks for being part of the scene.
Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.